Welcome to another Liquid Bullet Productionz. I'm just joined by Amanda Green. How you doing today, Amanda?
Hi there.
I'm just going to talk about, obviously we had an upcoming interview with Zara Pythian. We've been speaking for a little bit via text, back and forth. Obviously she was a big name in the movie industry and martial arts. She was in the Marvel film Doctor Strange, Unit 19,
Yep.
Transit 17, Street Blood, Dragon Kingdom, Iron Monk. It's been a bit of news come up today, Amanda, isn't it?
Yes, unfortunately, she's not going to be making the interview, and I don't think they want to interview her anyway. Her and her husband were convicted today of 14 counts of child sexual abuse and have been remanded in custody.
Shocking. It's strange because I've met her at one of the martial arts shows as well, and speaking to her, she comes across as such a really nice person, and you just wouldn't think that of her, do you know what I mean? To meet her. So
You've actually met her then? You've actually met her?
We played martial arts shows a few years back before the COVID, she was there. And like I say, you just wouldn't think that of her, you know what I mean? It's quite shocking, really.
Yeah, as I say, it looks like her and her husband have been in it together, but it also looks like she's been groomed herself as well from a young age with the husband. There's a bit of an age gap there, and I think she knew him from she was 14 and he was 30 something. And I think there was another martial arts fella, who was surnamed Drury, that was convicted of rape in 2015. They were all friends together, and that was a 15-year-old. And their victims, there's 3 victims with Zara and her husband Vincent, all within the age range of 13 to 15, where they've given them alcohol. And it also looks like Zara's been the instigator, getting the young girls, watch me to perform the sexual act, then I dare you to do it. She's went out and found them and brought them in, whether that's to keep her husband happy, because there's a bit of a weird situation here with them as well.
Shocking story. I'm still I'm getting the head around it. I'm just surprised by it. Just never know, do you? Strange.
Really? I think at first you go, oh, but then the initial shock wears off, and it's just that, like, show business, these things happen. You look at all of the actual child actors that's come out and said they were abused by producers.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a similar thing.
I know that
it's just maybe more unusual for a couple to be doing it though.
Yeah. Yeah, shocking.
So I don't think we'll be
do a little write-up on that one now, Amanda. Then.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not, sex offences isn't really my thing. It was only because she was going to be coming on, and it was quite shocking. I say it's quite unusual, I think. Well, it's not unusual for couples, but it's unusual for us to hear about couples going out. But again, has she got maybe some sort of like Stockholm syndrome if she's been with him since she was 14 years old? I'm not saying it makes it right, because the abused shouldn't go on to be the abuser. They know how horrible it feels. But
what you mean, like, if you've been brought up to think that's right?
Yeah, if that's all she's ever known. And a psychologist do say when you're abused at a young age, your brain's still forming, so the connections and the wiring to what you would maybe think was normal, she's not going to have that. So it's not an excuse, because once you're an adult, you know right from wrong. But if it's all you've ever known and you're still under that same man's control for all those years, do we hold her as accountable as what he is? I don't know, we maybe need a psychologist on to break that down for us.
Yeah, it does make sense a little bit, doesn't it? It's like, like so it doesn't.
I don't know how I feel like it though, because if you've been abused, you don't ever want anybody to feel the way you did when it was happening to you. So why would you go on and perpetuate the cycle, even if regardless, would she not just stand up to him and say, I know how that felt? She must know it's wrong. He definitely knows it's wrong.
Yeah, of course, grown adult, so yeah, you know, like you say, you know right from wrong, don't you?
I think it's just because they're such a prominent couple. And obviously you've had that personal interaction, it makes it a lot more shocking when you think, have they been doing that? Have you spoke to them and then an hour later they've went and picked up that young girl, you know, and been forced? It's just a bit of a weird one, isn't it, do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, it's shocking. Shocking. Yeah, really surprised.
You've not got much to say now, you're just like, how did this happen? It's even crazier that it was only going to be 2 or 3 weeks and she would have been, you know, sitting chatting with you.
Yeah,
about
I posted up the message from her saying like she's going to come on and that, I say she was polite and kind in the messages, and yeah, big shocker, really big shock.
And she's a really pretty looking lady as well too.
Yeah.
But I suppose you say that about rapists as well. He's a good looking guy and could have anybody. You know, it's I think what's going on there.
Yeah, you just never know, do you? Never know.
But yeah, that was today's breaking news. So unfortunately, that's not going to be happening.
That won't be happening now. No, I was looking forward to that one as well.
Yeah, but I didn't really know much about her until you had said she was coming on.
Yeah.
And then obviously you had sent me a few things to look up. And then today, that bombshell came along. So.
Yeah,
oh well, on to the next one.
Yeah, I'll post up some photos of the clips of the films and that she's been in, so everyone can jog their memory if they don't know the name. And yeah, we'll leave it there, Amanda.
Yep. Okie dokie then.
Catch up soon.
Thank you.
Ta-da.
See you later. Bye.